the rest of the month in regards to love and romance. All right, so we have embrace your emotions. Don't push down your feelings or judge your emotions. So, Gemini, with this card, what's going on inside of you these second 2 weeks of May? Because whatever those emotions that you're feeling, whether you deem them positive or negative or inconvenient, you need to acknowledge them and allow them to flow through you if that's what you need to do. Okay, some of you may have feelings for somebody and you're just kind of afraid of them or not wanting to acknowledge that they exist or that they are there. What you need to do with those feelings is, we've got to pull more cards, but, Gemini, whatever is going on, what's going on in your heart, you need to honor that above all. Whether you feel like you're right or wrong in how you're feeling, or you feel embarrassed or ashamed, it really doesn't matter. You need to give yourself permission to feel what you're feeling. And also, if you're trying to avoid it, have the courage to face your true emotions. Because some of you, I feel like these need to be expressed. And for others of you, just the acknowledgement of your inner truth emotionally will kind of free you from some, heavier energies that you've been experiencing. So, let's pull a couple of cards to see what the highlights are for you in regards to love and romance for the rest of the week. Oh, well, there we go. Man, you guys got 3 as well. So we have make the effort, heart-to-heart conversation, and to pay attention to the red flags. Yeah, so with these 3 cards, I feel like for some, all of them fit, and for others, not all of them fit. Because this here is make the effort, have heart-to-heart conversation. So some of you Geminis out there, need to put the effort in to express yourself to somebody. Whether it's like good things you have to say or uncomfortable things or whatever. It's like, so you don't explode, you need to express outwardly what you're feeling to whomever it involves, all right? And that might be hard for you. Others of you, this might be where you are trying to do that, but the person that you are trying to talk to doesn't really seem to be making the effort back. And if that's the case, this comes into play. You need to pay attention to that. That is a red flag. When you're trying to express and give from that place, being emotionally intimate, and somebody's just, deflecting you every single time, you cannot give excuse, oh, they're just scared or they're not in tune with their emotion. Okay, no, it's a red flag in this situation. So if you're experiencing that, you want to pay attention to it and, ask the universe to give you more information rather than you giving excuse or justification for, somebody avoiding you. Now, for others of you, this is where, you're feeling something, you've been sensing something, or there's some red flags that you feel like you've been noticing, and we need to talk about that. Like, you need to express that to whoever's involved, because, this is general, so I cannot say, yes, they are doing something. All I can say is, typically when your intuition is, nudging you, your spidey senses, however you want to look at it, something ain't right. Like, I've never one time in my life not had my spidey senses going and something not be off. Now, sometimes it's really hard to tell the difference between spidey senses and insecurity, right? And Gemini, I really feel like we've already had this conversation. Like, I feel like this is something I said in like a weekly reading for you, or maybe even a past love reading, where you've got to trust your spidey senses and know the difference between that and insecurity. Insecurity is of the mind, okay? That's where we're rehashing over and over. We're playing out all these different scenarios, and it's just really anxious, busy energy. Spidey senses is where you feel in something, but you're like, I don't know what that is, or, like you're sensing something. If that's you, you are, and you need to talk to whoever you are getting this about and talk about the red flags, because some of you guys, it's like the spidey senses are going and the red flags are everywhere, but we're still not allowing that part of us to come forth and speak to us, because maybe what all of this is about is what we just don't want to deal with, or is not the answer we wanted, right? So we need to talk these last 2 weeks, Gemini. We need to have the talk with somebody, okay? Whether you're single, whether you're coupled, whether you're just dating around, somehow, some way, there's a conversation that needs to be had about some feelings or some red flags. This could be red flags of the present, or this could be something that happened in the past, and you just need to finally speak your piece, okay? So that you can let go and move on. So, Gemini, these next 2 weeks for you guys, the talk. That's what this is about. Like, the talk. You need to get it all out there. No matter what it is that you've got to say, it's just got to be said. It's time. So let's pull some tarot. So we have the King of Pentacles. So as a person, this would be Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But if it's not a person as an energy, this is, somebody who is... This could go either way because it's general. Either you feel like they're kind of being pushy towards you and you're feeling kind of shy, or you feel like you're being kind of pushy towards them and they're being shy, like they're closed up. Somebody's closed up here. And how perfect with what we've already talked about, right? Or perhaps you're both closed up and just too damn afraid to both express some feelings. All right, now we have this Three of Wands, which is passion and kissing and making out and the vibe that's going on. So let's see what comes after that. Ooh, now we have Judgment. We have the Eight of Wands, and we have the Strength card here. So, lots of fire energy as well, because Wands, and Strength is the representation of Leo and the major arcana. So, it could be a Leo, it could be an Earth sign, or a fire sign, just because of all this fire energy. But what I'm seeing here is two people who have a bond. They're connected, they're bonded somehow, some way. And there's a lot of chemistry here, there's passion, but we're holding back, even though we really want to experience every bit of what this other person or experience has to offer. Like, you want to have every bit, every drop of it. You feel it very intensely. So, some of you, what I feel here is like you have a lot of feelings and passion for somebody, and either you're not expressing that, or this is where neither one of you are expressing to each other. Like, we're really holding back strongly, and it's time. It's time, because you're both in it equally, and you know that. Like, they're all about you. That there's no, again, we have spidey senses, and then we have insecurity. And the only thing that I feel is holding you back is that insecurity. Now, for others of you, where this red flag is into play, what I feel is the reason why you are not wanting to look at the red flags or talk about them is because of this intense connection that you feel for the other person. But no matter what, you have to get real with yourself and express your truth, whether it's, hey, I think you're being shady, or hey, I am all about you, or, because that's all I see here is, hey, I think you're being shady, or hey, I'm all about you. Like, that's the scenarios coming out that I see. Okay? So you apply that how it fits for you. Now, I'm going to pull you some advice. And if you meet somebody new this next 2 weeks, like you're going on a date and it's just amazing, express yourself, okay? Really, don't hold back, because I see a good connection here where we're being scared and shy, for some of you, but then others of you I see where it is this amazing connection for you, but there's just a bunch of red flags that you don't want to address or pay attention to because of how good it feels. But like I said, your spidey senses already be going. All right, yes. Purification fire. Do you want to know what this says? This says that you need to get as real as you possibly can. In fact, Gemini, I think I am just going to read this to you because of how perfectly it relates to this reading. So listen. What is it that your heart truly desires? What do you perceive as missing in your life? In order to find the answers, you must look inside your heart. You already know this, but have been reluctant to look because a part of you fears what your heart is trying to tell you. The only way forward is to face your fear. Something in your life is not working out as you would have liked, and it's not going to get any better unless you have the courage to face it. Close your eyes and relax. Imagine a beautiful flame warming your heart and soul. Feel it purifying and healing light, burning away your fears and doubts, healing your body and mind, and clearing away all obstacles, either imagined or real. Feel your heart center as an endless space full of only love and light. Feel the peace. You are safe in this eternal space of light. Now, what is your heart saying? When it brings a tear to your eye, you will know that it is your truth. Your soul will guide you towards happiness. All you need to do is follow. Trust. And the little affirmation here says, I listen to my heart and follow its guidance. I deserve to be happy. I have the power to create my reality. I trust that all will work out well. My life is clear of obstacles. So, pretty much telling you the same thing. Get connected to yourself, Gemini, and speak your truth where it needs to be spoken, no matter what it is, okay? So those are your messages for